Well, here we are. First live stream on StreamYard. Both channels going. Machineius and the Campered Chef. Happy Labor Day weekend, everybody. So tonight I'll be doing some grilling. I'm going to do some corn on the cob, which some of that I'm still waiting on to get here from the store. And I've got some pork country ribs that I've marinated in some a little bit of curing salt, soy sauce, sweet soy sauce, water, a little bit of rice wine. I'm going to grill them a little bit. Hello, Orchidelia, and hello, Mr. and Mrs. Vic BC, or Mrs. is here right now. And Pat Pfeiffer, good to see you as well. Status Quo's in the house as well. We're going to grill them, get a little bit of smoke, and I'll heat them up a little bit. Harley Dad, yo. I'm going to get a little bit of smoke. Then I'm going to actually braise them on the grill. Then I'm actually going to cook some, roast some corn on the cob. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I've done it before, but, everything's different. So let's check out the grill cam I've got going on. Got a nice camera set up just for the grill. Right now I've got some applewood smoke going. Happy Labor Day, Orchidelia. Hopefully my volume level is going all right. This is the first time doing this. First time on StreamYard, streaming. First time with multiple cameras. It ought to be interesting. We will see. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Miss T. Good, because this microphone is not one I've really used very often either, so it's all new. It's all a gamble, but we'll see how it goes. New video system is cool, but well, without further ado, let's get some stuff on the grill. Close that up. Bring it up a little bit too soon. Put a little more wood on fire. Get those going. Yeah, I'm moving up in the equipment. Trying. I just received a new toy today. Toy, quote unquote, toy. So I can do some more different video switching and multiple cameras. Had stuff to do it for a while, just never actually done it. But I'm doing this on StreamYard so that we don't just have to sit here and watch my grill. We can kind of hang out a little bit and talk. So if anybody wants to come up, we can discuss grilling. And who knows? Anthony's auto detailing. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Grill cooking today. Man, I figured it's Labor Day weekend. Everybody else is gonna be grilling too, probably, and figured why not? Should have probably done it yesterday, but I was busy working on my son's car. So here it is today. And I don't have to work tomorrow yet anyway. Oh yeah, how'd the wedding go, Harley Dad? It is kind of warm here, Pat. Uh, I don't know what the temperature is exactly. It says 90 degrees. It's a bit warm out. A little bit of a breeze. Tell by the smoke kind of blowing away. But overall, not too bad. Yeah. Sounds good, Harley Dad. Oh, 103. Jeez. That's ridiculous. That's hot. Not that hot here. It's actually a pretty nice day. Yesterday was a nicer day, actually. Hello, LW. Good to see you. Cheers there. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Actually, I don't even know what I cooked yesterday. Can't remember. It was something good. I can't remember what it was. It was shoot. Heck, I can't remember. Boiled corn. We do that too. Well, we steam it usually. Got a big steamer, and I usually steam the corn, and we like it that way, especially over. But I prefer it cooked on the grill. Um, and it's not boring. Corn's good. I mean, corn on cob's good no matter how you do it. But I prefer it grilled or roasted is how I'm actually going to be doing it. And yeah, cool. Thanks. It's new. Got my GoPro and my other camera and a laptop camera. And planning on. I've got another camera that has that is one of the SLR type style that actually is Olympia, Olympus. I don't remember. And it's a nice camera, but who carries around a regular camera like that anymore? But it has an HDMI output, so and it's variable focus, got zoom. So I think I'm going to use that, try to use that, integrate that into the setup too. Well, I cook so much and I eat so many different things. I can't remember. I mean, yesterday morning, my wife she made biscuits and gravy, made biscuits, and then she made a gravy and sausage, and that was really good. I remember that. But as far as what I ate last night, oh, I know what I ate. I had Coney Islands. I made Coney. We had some Michigan hot dogs, Kogel hot dogs, and we have their Coney sauce from Flint Coney sauce from Michigan, and steamed buns and onions and mustard, and we made conies. It was just my wife and I and Harvey, and then the other boys as they kind of came in. They actually Harvey didn't eat any. He ate Freddy's steak burgers, and so no, he didn't eat any. So it kind of wasn't like we all sat down. Yeah, yeah, we've got Kogel hot dogs from Michigan, and then we've got Flint Coney sauce, which is different from Cincinnati Coney sauce. The Skyline. I prefer it. It's a little more flavorful, but the Coney sauce, Flint Coney sauce, you don't use you just use mustard and onion, no cheese. But yeah, biscuits and gravy is definitely good. We I was out in Paragould, and my wife came out for a weekend, and there's a place out there, Annie's, and they don't have. They have a. I'd never eaten there, so we went to eat, and they have a breakfast buffet, and they had fresh made biscuits and an unbelievable gravy and this good sausage. And after we ate that, I was like, man, that's so good. We haven't made biscuits and gravy in a long time. So we got home, and we've been on the biscuit and gravy kick every weekend now, which I'm not complaining at all. But it's good. She had to make her own biscuits because I'm not doing them out of a can. Yeah, Skyline chili is good. Skyline or Gold Star, either one. I prefer the Skyline, I believe. I mean, pretty much. I've had both up in Ohio and northern Kentucky, but I still prefer the Flint Coney stuff. Flint Coney is my favorite. And hello, Janice M. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just doing a little bit of grilling, smoking first. Then we'll turn it on and do some roasting of some corn once the rest of my corn shows up. My wife went out to get some corn as well, but she was off doing some other errands, and we'll see. But I don't need the corn for a little while anyway. It doesn't take that long to cook. Okay. 16 watching. I don't know which channels are exactly watching because it's hard for me to tell that from here, but thank you everybody for stopping by to check it out. Debut. Hopefully now that I've got all this stuff here, I can do this more often. Maybe a little cooler when I'm actually in the trailer out at a campground. But it's easier to start up and try this stuff at home. And the camper is here. It's not like I'm not with the camper. The RV, it's here. Let's check on that grill. Yeah, smoking good. Ugh. Smells good. Using apple wood right now. I'll probably switch to some hickory a little bit later, but for now, apple wood. Just because I had some left over. I did some ribs on the apple wood last week. That was really pretty good. Dry rub style, like peg leg porker or West Memphis style. I don't know what my camera just did. There's the old grilling scene. It's kind of interesting to do here. Instead of having an extra monitor on my laptop, which I would normally have, I've got my extra monitor is connected to my video switcher. So in order to see what's going on my other screens, I have to look on the video switcher screen. Interesting. Oh, really, Janice? That's cool. Yeah, I'm actually where I'm at, and it was in Paragould, which is about half an hour from or 20 minutes from Jonesboro, north of Jonesboro. Interesting little town. A lot of little restaurants there that are there are not a lot of chains, and they're all really good. But it's pretty cool there. I'll be going back to tomorrow night. I'll be heading back out there. I did finally get the machine running. And we were cutting parts, but I don't know how long it ran. I drove home Friday night, and So I drove home Friday night, and we'll be running it, finishing it in the morning. And because they're off for the weekend, so we're going to run out of parts to cut. So Wednesday morning they'll have the machine starting, the forges and all that starting back up and flowing parts, and should be able to pass the machine. I got a few things to button up, a couple covers to adjust and stuff like that. But once that's done, the machine will be done for my part of it, as far as it's been installed, set up, running parts, signed off. There are some issues to deal with afterwards, but that's different. Oh, you're west of both towns going towards Missouri. Okay. Okay. Well, I drive through going toward Missouri when I'm coming home. So that's cool. Hello, Daphne. Good to see you. Happy Labor Day to you as well. Thanks for coming over and checking out my grilling live stream and panel. If anybody decides they want to come up, it's up to you. I don't care. But yeah, it's a interesting little town out there. It's not too far away from me. It takes me 4 hours to get there, roughly. So not too bad. Just been a bummer. I've been staying in a hotel for the last couple weeks instead of bringing the trailer back out. Partly because the campgrounds out there are there's one's a city park and one's a state park, and neither one of them let you stay there for more than 2 weeks at a time. Even though I was able to, well, my wife was able to convince the city park to let me stay there for a month straight the one time, but I couldn't push them again. I was gonna stay out there longer. Scroll Grunt, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on over. I appreciate that. And yeah, I always love barbecuing. I like it because I like barbecuing and grilling because I've done it a lot. So to me, it's easy generally. And when you're smoking stuff, it's pretty slow paced, so you don't have to get all hyper about it. I mean, uh, I've seen people, I know people who have done grilling, and it gets, get flare ups, and then end up getting excited and nervous and burning everything, and it just takes a bit of experience and practice, and then you don't have those problems. Also depends on your equipment. You're using some equipment is not ideal for doing certain things, and typically you build a grill it absolutely is. That's one of my favorite ways to cook. And you build a grill that's designed for specific functions. Mine's a little bit of a Swiss Army knife because it was a smoke box at the bottom. You do some smoking inside for a bit warmer smoke, or you can just straight up grill. And it's designed from my experience grilling over the years. I think I've been grilling now for a while, since I was 15 years old, roughly. And I don't even know how old I am now. I think I'm 23. Or 48. Been grilling for a few years. So I built my own grill, doing all the things I wanted to do in a grill. And it's the best. And honestly, to me, it's the best way to cook most meats. They're just the way meat was meant to be cooked. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A few years of experience. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. I mean, it's just it's relaxing to me to grill, uh, and come up with new things, try out things. I screw up too. Everybody screws up at some point. I've totally screwed some things up. Back when I was younger, one of my first big screw ups, my mom got me into doing a big uh suckling pig for a luau. It was all going well. The meat is much better. And it does take patience. It also takes observation. So we were Had this big pig on the grill. It's all going well. It was going nice and slow, just like it should. But I don't know, my mom or somebody, or she were coming back, and the station wagon had a malfunction. So my dad and I left to go get her and come back. Figured no big deal. The grill's running slow. Shouldn't be a problem. And we left, got her. We all get back. I go back there and open the grill, and I learned that as the fat starts to render down, it it can then make the fire go really, really hot. And then it's perpetual, because as it gets hotter, hey, great to see you. Um, as the fire gets hotter, it starts to get more fat running down, which then creates the fire even hotter. And I had a big black charred whole entire pig. So at the last minute, we had to go quickly and get another one and start all over again. But the meat inside that pig was phenomenal. We got to eat it. That was the only good part. But I don't know if I told you. Hello, EA. Good to see you, bud. Um, we did get to eat that, but I had to start another one. I don't even touch my offset smoker except for big family get-togethers. Oh, pellet. Yeah, see, I don't even. I don't have a pellet. I do. Oh, I do. I take that back. I've got an electric smoker, a little electric pellet smoker. Um, and I use it for certain things. Like, it's good for doing wings. I love smoking wings on it. Um, and it's nice to control the temperature. I've even used it to do a brisket, because a brisket, once you get the smoke, you just want that long-term steady heat. So you can just put it in there overnight and not worry about it. Otherwise, doing it on charcoal and wood, you've got to watch it. And I don't mind that either. But that's all night affair, 12 hours worth. Tried to speed that up and it doesn't work. Brisket requires the time, regardless. Um, Charcoal does well. Charcoal. See, then there's multiple charcoals, and that's another topic, I guess, of discussion. I prefer the lump charcoal, um, and it is. I prefer the lump charcoal because there's multiple purpose ways you can use it. Um, I also like, uh, you know, regular briquette charcoal. It's got its own purposes, but then there are flavored ones, and I'm not really big into all the flavored type ones. But yeah, those vertical smokers, I bet. I like to smoke in the wintertime, because smoke grill, because it's keeps the temperatures down. Um, but I do like the charcoal. I like the lump charcoal because it will get really, really hot, and you can do something on lump charcoal that you cannot do on briquette charcoal. And that's that you can get a really hot fire on the lump charcoal and then put a steak right on the coals and cook it. You get a super good sear. You got to pull it off quick. But you can't do that on briquettes because they have clay inside. So it'll just get nastiness all over. But lump charcoal you can, and it tends to have a little more wood smoke flavor to it when you're cooking with just straight up charcoal. But also mixes well with takes fewer pieces of lump charcoal to create the same amount of heat that it does for briquettes. Oh, hey, MT Native, good to see you. And I'll see, in my grill here, I can also do cold smoking as well, because I use my smoke box at the bottom, and I can get a small fire, slow, and do cold smoking. It's really pretty cool to do. I have done some fish. I did some steelhead trout, and cold smoked that, and oh geez, that was phenomenal. My wife likes to buy all the smoked salmon and stuff for bagels, and lox and cream cheese. So I made some steelhead trout that way, and oh, that was phenomenal. Good. My wife's back with my corn too. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you too, EA. And Sergeant Tom Bales. Hello. Happy Labor Day. Good to see you here. Lump charcoal. Oops. Lump charcoal is great for smoking. That's what I use too. Oh yeah. Smoked trout is outstanding. I have had smoked whitefish up in the UP of Michigan. What did you get there? Warheads. Oh geez, my son's back. Yeah, I've had smoked whitefish up in the UP, and it is good. Hello, Becca H. Good to see you as well. Thanks for stopping by and checking this out. There's people here, new people. We'll give a little show of the grill again. Doesn't look like much because it's just slow cooking. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the corn in a water soaked for a few. No, I don't know. I forgot. Yeah. Weber kettle grill. Yeah, I like those. Those things are really good. I had an old Weber for many, many years. No, she didn't. I don't she didn't actually get corn. I forgot my son was supposed to pick up corn and he didn't pick up corn. And then she's back and she didn't pick up the corn. Oh well. We don't have trout here, so it's more common. Oh yeah. Yeah, smoked whitefish is good though. This one right now, I'm actually running about, I control it just by how much wood I put in the end and then venting it. I'm running about pushing 200. It'll slow down a little bit. I'll put a little more wood and it'll start slowing down, but initially it's running about 200. When I put it in the wood in the bottom, I can run it down around I've run it as low as about 90 to 100 degrees. And I can get it up to run it at about, from the bottom box, I can run it at about 150 to 180. Otherwise, if I want to run a little bit at the 180 plus, I'll go down at the end. Yo, guns, ammo, and drones. Good to see you. Yo, bro. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Want to come bring the people, show everybody what you got here? My youngest son picked up got something from the store. Yeah, switch over. There you go. I got this. Warheads. Wonderful. Harvey. This is my son, Harvey. He's here to help out. 4 cameras? Yep. No, 3 cameras. 3 cameras up there. We got one here. We got the grill cam going too. Oh, thanks there. Hey, EA. This is EA just said hey. I see myself in. Yeah, I know. So Tommy didn't get the corn? Yeah. Oh, he did? Oh, I didn't realize he did. I just forgot about it. I knew he was going to the store for auto parts. I don't know. Be a little while. It's just got the stuffs on the grill not long ago. Only get the corn started in a little while. Hope everybody's saying hello, Harvey. I saw the blue text pop up. Mm-hmm. Camera there, camera there, camera there. Yeah, come join. No, she's not. It was Harvey with the warheads. Oh, this is high. We're doing pork country ribs. He's 10. Hello, Sandy Kurt. Happy Labor Day. Yeah, well, I should have started grilling earlier, but I had to set up. Oh, thanks, Disgruntled. Yeah, I decided to do both just because I've got people on both that aren't on the other one and both channels, so I figured just do both. It's easier that way. So yeah, their country ribs are marinated over 2 nights, so they should be pretty good. Which one? I got. Oh, there's one there. Yeah. And I got my other camera. And I got the grill cam. I take. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you see the dogs? Yeah, we got 2 of them. Two dogs. It's a little warm out. I had some more wood to the fire. He's choking. Oh, give me one. All right. I'm going to do a warhead. Blue raspberry. All right. What is my everyday carry, John? Right now, I got nothing. It's too sweaty out. But it would be my Glock 30S. Mm. Oh, sorry. And yes, Daphne, I have gotten fancy. Both channels at once. Yeah, Warhead's pretty sour. Man. What's that? No. All right. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna get another job down. I never know. I mean, it'll be cool. We were talking about going down there, down where John's at down there. But for vacation coming up, but ended up not. I don't know. I'd like to get down there again soon. Yeah. Oh, Michelle says hi. Yeah, Sergeant Tom, that's kind of the same. I almost always carry my 30S And then I have the little North American Arms Cricket 22, usually in the pocket somewhere. But that's generally mostly what I carry. I switch over to something else, but I'm just used to carrying it always, so it's what I've always got. Yeah, Harvey loves all kinds of sour and crazy stuff. Um, oh, it says hello, and so did Billy. Yeah, we'll see you guys again sometime soon. Well, we're gonna be in Destin in a week and a half. Yeah, 13th through the 18th, that weekend. But that's a long drive from there. That's a long ways. It's not as far as coming to Tennessee. That's true. Yeah, Guns, Ammo, and Drones is a really good friend of mine. We've known each other for quite a long time. And you should go check his channel out. Let me do something real quick. Oh, you're gonna be on a cruise Monday through Saturday. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, it's good for you. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how to. Not used to doing things on this. I'm trying to get to the YouTube part. Yeah, I don't know. It's there we go. What I want. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. All right, there you go. Share your link there. Guns, Ammo, and Drones. Oh, thank you there, Arcadelia. Thank you. Yeah, we were wondering about the hurricane, but it's not going to affect us now. I think we're going to be clear for no hurricanes now, thankfully. Yes, thank you, Orcadelia. Go check him out. He's got a lot of cool stuff on there, and he likes guns, he likes ammo, and he likes drones, and he likes South Florida. Yes, he is a great friend to have. Trust me. Hey, TG, what the heck? It is great to see you. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Same to you. Same to you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by on this wonderful Labor Day weekend. Hopefully, you're feeling well. Got 20 people watching me do my little grilling and talking. And I'll throw this back up there again if anybody wants to come up. Join the StreamYard. Oh, I wasn't gonna share that link till I had 100 likes. Darn it! Shoot, it's a joke. Too late. Curious if you can do. Good to see you, D. Thanks. Thank you, Michelle. Excellent. All right. Yes, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, my Harvey. He's something else. He's a handful, though.
Hi.
How you doing? Good to see you.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew that it was me. What are you grilling?
I've got
Hold on a sec.
Yep. Gold Eagle. Cheese.
I apologize. I forgot that I had my I'm on my phone, and
Oh,
so I had the browser still open on YouTube. Sorry about that. So what are you grilling?
I've got country ribs, pork country ribs. They've been marinated. And oh, there's Harvey. Harvey VR. My son.
I was gonna grill some old fashioned wieners today, and I completely forgot. It's so hot.
Yeah. So we did got country, and then we're gonna do some corn, roast some corn. Harvey, stop jumping.
Oh, well, I was grilled corn. Now, how long or how do you grill your corn? Tell me.
I keep it in the husk, but I soak it in some water, and then going to put it on the grill in the husk, and it basically steams itself inside. But then once it essentially dries out enough that it starts to actually roast the kernels some, so you can get a little bit of that roasted flavor, and it's good. Yeah. But it still essentially steams itself inside the husk.
Do you take the little hair fibers out of the husk before? And you just keep it sealed up into it?
Yep, just keep it all wrapped up. Just soak it in water so it gets water inside, and then just throw it right on there.
Interesting.
And it's really good if you're doing like the Mexican street corn. Because it gets that roasted flavor. So then when you peel it back, and when it's steamed, the fibers actually come out. Those little strings come off pretty quick and easy.
Oh.
In fact, I think they're easier to come off when it's steamed or grilled than it is when it's cold, when it's raw.
How long does it usually take, do you think, for one of those suckers to cook? Because like if you're doing a charcoal grill, you got to make sure that you got enough charcoal inside there.
Yeah, but you don't want to usually put those on until the grill is cooled on it's on the end side of cooking, because it'll get too hot. But still it runs about I don't know, 15-20 minutes up to a half an hour.
Are you a grill master?
Well, I don't know. I've been doing it for a while. I try my best.
You're a grill master, aren't you?
Well, sometimes.
That's awesome. How long does it take for the ribs to cook?
Well, these are going to, if I was doing like standard, like St. Louis style ribs, there's right around a 4 to 5 hour cook time.
Oh yeah, that seems right.
And then, but these country ribs, I'm actually just going to get smoked and a little bit of color and char on them, and then I'm going to throw them in a pan and finish braising them. So that will be at least an hour or so more.
Hi, EA. It says EA. They're from Minnesota too. Yep. Really? What part?
Disgruntled Grunt said that you can add some sugar and salt to the water if you want, if you're going to let it soak longer. That sounds interesting.
I don't know about the sugar. I guess that would be quite
interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like it. You know.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, Sergeant Tom's right. You cut the ends off, and the cobs should slide right out, keeping the silks inside the husks. That's
really.
I'm gonna try it. We're gonna find out.
Oh my God! You're gonna make me hungry. I just wanted to see what. Do we get a peek? How long has it been on the grill?
Oh yeah, let's show it.
Yeah, let's peek. Oh yay!
Time to flip them over anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Nice color.
That looks like it's gonna be yummy.
Yeah, they ought to be pretty good. They've been marinated for over 24 hours, so.
And
some marinated in Oh, what did I let's see? I had some a little bit of curing salt, pink salt,
Mhm,
and some regular salt,
mhm.
some rice wine, and some sweet soy sauce.
That's what you soaked and marinated them in?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
For 24 hours you said?
yes, yeah.
Rice wine, you mean like is that like sake? Is that like
No, no, it's cooking wine, rice cooking wine. It's Zhaojing, yeah, Shaoxing wine.
okay. Yeah. I
Yes,
don't know.
it's a little. That one's a little bit on the salty side, and then I use sweet soy sauce.
Oh, a sweet
Uh,
soy sauce. What the what?
yeah, it's a black soy sauce, but it's a little bit on the sweet side. It's
Hold on.
really good.
Wait a second. What state are you in?
I'm in Tennessee, but
Oh,
but
okay.
I travel a lot, so I have soy sauces from all over the place.
Okay. But I was thinking barbecue, like are we talking like Kansas City barbecue? Are
Um,
we talking
now see, I'll do multiple different
Louisiana barbecue?
styles.
What's that?
I do multiple different styles of barbecuing. It's
Hmm.
like I'll do my St. Louis ribs I did last week. I've been doing a few of them now. They're West Memphis style.
Okay.
They're a dry rub, smoked
That's
with very little just salt and pepper, and then you put a dry rub on at the end.
really
Um, these are going to be a marinade. I don't know what style this is. This is just my own thing
whatever
made
you
up.
want to make it, right?
Yeah, it is gonna. And this girl is right. It is gonna go a little more of an Asian type Chinese taste profile. Um,
Interesting.
it is a little different,
Yeah.
more like a Korean barbecue. I guess is a little more what I'm going for.
You know, I the best barbecue that I've ever had was in oh my gosh, Wabash. Wabash is I don't know if that's Oklahoma or if that's Arkansas or if it's
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a few of those towns.
Missouri maybe. I don't know. It's down by Excelsior Springs.
Excelsior Springs. I don't. That sounds familiar, but I don't.
Yeah, I think it's like part of the Ozarks. I'm not sure.
That could be. That absolutely could be. That sounds about
Yeah.
right. Would be
Yeah.
Missouri. Probably Missouri.
And it is so damn good. Oh my god. I literally if I go down to Kansas City, I will continue on to this Wabash.
Hmm.
It is just the best. I've never had barbecue like it before in my life, and I've had a lot of barbecue, I guess, but yeah, it's really really good. I wonder if they
Yeah.
sell sauce. I mean,
Michelle Eldridge, thank you for stopping by and have a good break. Hope the rest of your Labor Day is great as well.
oh,
And disgruntled agree. Yes, you're right. I've got. Me go grab some soy sauces real quick to show you.
yeah, let's Kinko man, Kinko. It's Kiko, isn't it? Not Kinko. Kinko, huh? Kinko man. I love Kiko man. That's my fave. Yeah, I don't know anything about this sweet soy sauce. It sounds really. Is it Asian markets? Okay.
Yeah. See, I like to go to. I like to go to Jungle Gyms in Ohio, Cincinnati area, and they're the world market. They have stuff that you can't get anywhere else. Here's
Okay.
one of them.
Okay. Oh, what's
Or
I?
just
Okay.
backwards. I
I
can't
think
remember.
it looks might look backwards to you, but it's just normal to
Oh,
us.
okay. Just
Yeah.
all right. Good. And then this is actually a soy sauce, but I like to use this as a general purpose because it's a light soy sauce.
Okay. I was gonna say it looked like a bottle of lemonade. Hold on, but obviously not.
I
Okay.
love Golden Mountain. That's one of my favorites because the profile is really good. A little more like what people in
Mhm.
the know as Kikkoman's type style, but it's a little bit lighter. But yeah,
Cool. Where'd it go? Now I'm tempted. I want to taste these things. Tennessee's a little far though.
I love. There's another one. This is Kimlan. This is a light soy sauce.
Okay.
It says light.
Like that kind, is that the kind that you get in the packets that you can hardly ever taste?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
this is it's a little bit more. It's not as
Not,
overly salty.
um, well, it's not soy sauce if it's not salty. What?
Well, you can get a little bit less salty. Now this one here is a sweet soy sauce. And this one is quite sweet. It's a dark, and it says back here, so you can see the translation. Sweet soy sauce.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Interesting.
Thailand based, and then here's more because I love Golden Mountain. I even have another bottle of it that I keep in the trailer. So I'm like, I have more soy sauces all over the place. I love soy sauce.
Funny. You know what? I will have to start experimenting. You've opened my eyes to a whole new.
Oh, and we've only just gotten started on soy sauces.
Oh, that's funny.
There's so many different varieties.
I'm sure there's garlic soy sauce and who knows.
This is actually, I don't have the bottle because I bought it in a large jug. This is mushroom soy sauce.
Mushroom soy sauce.
Yeah, it's really good too.
Really? That sounds intriguing. I would use that on a steak.
Oh yeah.
I'd slather it all. It'd be dripping in soy sauce.
But I also have lots of different cooking wines. Like here, this is a sweeter type cooking wine.
Yeah, I just drink the sherry and
This stuff I wouldn't want to drink. It's. I mean, you could drink it. It's salty and sweet. You could drink it, I guess. Better for cooking though.
Just drink it, guys. You get the most out of it if you drink it.
One more while we're at it. This is an aged soy sauce. Now the flavor profile of this one is a bit stronger, but it's also it's a darker, but it's not a black soy sauce. It's just a longer aged one.
It's not like aged and gonna taste like kimchi stuff.
No, not quite like that. It just has you smell it, I could tell you, but it just smells it's a richer flavor, richer smell, a richer flavor.
Well, now that I'm thoroughly hungry, actually, I just stopped in because I wanted to see what you were cooking.
Well, thank you for stopping by, and John's gonna.
Now I'm convincing somebody to take me out to dinner. So, all right,
stopping by.
Thank you for having me. We'll talk to you later. I'll be watching from chat.
Sure.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Yeah, thanks, John. I'll be around. Not going anywhere. Especially not for a little while. Oh yeah. I bet you have some good markets there. I spent some time in Arlington, Texas, and the markets there, they've got some Thai supermarkets, entire supermarket, and their selection, they have an entire aisle of different soy sauces. I mean, an entire store aisle of nothing but soy sauces. And I went a little bit crazy. I bought a lot. And I've used a lot of them. I've tried them out and I use them. So I've had a few that I wasn't quite as fond of or wasn't sure how to use. That's the other thing, is I had to learn how to use certain ones, because each one has its own has its own use. But let's look at the grill again. That's good. That's the last of the applewood. Harvey's out here on his hoverboard. Yeah, I don't know about North Carolina. I have there. If you look, I'm sure you can actually find. You'd be amazed at how many there are Asian markets, and there's usually and they usually have stuff that you just can't get anywhere else, for sure. Yeah, disgruntled. It is crazy. A lot of people when you say the soy sauces, they don't realize that the variety is just unbelievable. Um, and it is worth the try. If you like soy sauce, then it's worth trying all the different types, at least a few different ones, because the flavor profiles are so drastic. Everybody just knows Kikkoman, and then Kikkoman's low sodium, and those are Japanese style. Those are Japanese, and they're designed for sushi and whatever they use them for. And they're a bit strong to me as far as saltiness. The other ones, they're lower sodium naturally, and then they're just different flavors. They're not a soy sauce expert, but I like to eat them, use them on multiple things. Yeah, I do. I love trying different ones. Of course, I not only just soy sauces. I'm also into the different cooking wines, especially the rice cooking wines. There's a wide variety of those as well in the Asian, as well as vinegars. There are a wide variety of different vinegars um, that are rice vinegars and yeah, absolutely. Soy sauce is so good for many things. Plus, fish sauces. Fish sauces, though, you got to be hardcore on some of those though. Fish sauces can be really good. They can also be really nasty if you're not into that flavor profile. But I like them. Um, just a wide variety. I like to try to use them like this Colonel Grunt saying is use soy sauces and marinades for carne asada. Well, there you got a Mexican style dish using an Asian style seasoning, and yeah, they absolutely do. But I found though that some of the more pungent ones actually are the better flavor in the end. You're not gonna just drink and eat them off of a spoon. I have, and I wouldn't recommend it. But in a dish, when they're cooked in, those flavors are strong flavors. They really come through, and they really taste good. J3 Blues B3 Southside. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. And thanks for having me on your panel the other night. That was awesome. That was amazing. You guys are awesome over there. Look forward to seeing you guys again over there and a chance to hang out again. Oh, homemade venison jerky. Yeah, with Worcestershire liquid smoke, some spices. Yeah, and brown sugar. Exactly. Good stuff. Yep, there we go. And disgruntled grunt. Geez, he's man. That's exactly. Oyster sauce is another one. I absolutely love oyster sauces too. There's just so many. Oh, the mini grill. Yeah, the mini grill. CC Coder. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Um, yeah, that's my little. I use it on the road sometimes, but since I built this grill, I really don't bring it with me much anymore because this one's actually, you know, a bit big and heavy, but it has wheels, and it can go with me, and it can do everything all in one. Yes, thanks, bud. Thank you, brother, for coming by, and I'll definitely see you again for sure. In fact, if you want to go check out his channel, you should. Some live music and multiple artists And plus, he is a great artist, and it's a real cool place to hang out. Um, Good people. There we go. So yeah, I do. I've done some jerky as well. Yeah, I do too, Janice. Actually, while you're at it, go check out J Blues B3 Southside. The B3 is for B3 Hammond B3 Oregon. He plays one as well. Yes, I absolutely do. It's always nice to see that smoke coming out. I love it. Now, I also, while we're talking about the smokestack and smoke, I usually have a 12-ounce beer can, just happens to cut open, fit on the top of that smokestack perfectly. So I can plug that off and it slows it down a lot. In this case, I don't want to slow it down. I want to let it keep rolling. But I love the smell. The apple wood and the hickory, the smell of those smokes is just awesome. Dog's choking on a fly, something. There's the link. Anybody wants to come on up, talk, hang out, say hi, whatever, you're welcome to. If I could send the smell of smoke over to you, I would. But we don't have that technology just yet. Maybe in the future. Yeah, that's I should reposition that camera to get a little better view of the smoke. There we go. Look at that. Smoke flowing out of that thing. Yeah. GoPro doesn't do too bad, actually, overall. All right. So, next topic of discussion. Ron grilling. Smoke. Different flavors of wood can definitely affect the taste of your barbecue as well. Because there are also different temperatures that they smoke at. Like mesquite is good for super hot fires and steaks and stuff, but I wouldn't use it for. Only thing your horse or dog chokes on is if it gets a chihuahua caught in his throat. No, my wife's got these little runt dogs, and they couldn't eat anything very large. I think they're going after the bugs. Oh, I think it's got a. What is that up? I don't know what that is. Some kind of a. Heck, I can't tell. We had some big. Yeah, you're right, disgruntled. It does. That's mesquite gets. That's why I don't use it ever to smoke. I've used it to grill a steak on. It burns really hot, and I like that for that. But even then, I just like to use the straight up charcoal. And if I'm going, I like hickory. Hickory is so much smoother Apple, I think, is a little bit smoother than the hickory, actually, a little bit milder, a little bit sweeter. 15 months and 145 pounds. That's big. That's quite large. So if anybody joined in new, I don't know, or just grilling some pork, country ribs. They're just boneless ribs is what they are. Boneless. Uh-oh. Camera died. Not sure why. Yeah, it is. I like it with pork, and that's right. The sweetness, it does have a sweeter flavor. Hickory can sometimes too, and I like hickory with both meat, with both beef and pork, but the apple is better. I like it with pork and chicken. Though I haven't done any chicken on apple in quite a long time. Probably should do some wings on it. That's probably pretty good. See why the camera died. There we go. Eh. Who knows? Might be feels a little warm. Might be getting a little hot because of the grill. I'm not sure. I'm also not sure if that thing is actually charging while it's running while I'm actually running a feed from it. I don't really know. Yeah, that's what I'm not really. It's not on battery right now. It's actually on. I've actually got it plugged into USB, but it doesn't seem to like that. So it might be the heat. We'll let it cool down. Let it charge. It may need that. Jack Daniel's wood barrel chips with some apple pellets. That sounds good. I've not had it. Not tried them, but not against it. Yeah. We'll let it charge and cool down a little bit. It feels a little warm, and it probably is getting warm by the grill. The grill is fairly warm. I'm not trying to super slow cook these because they're going to be braised. Which, speaking of that, I need to get a pan soon and braise. I'm going to braise them in some I I don't know. I have not actually specifically had Chihuahua. I've had some unidentified canine in Mexico, but I don't think it was Chihuahua. Seems like not really a good one to use, personally. All right, so I'm chasing after some bug. You get the corn and water. I do. I don't know. I need to get the corn, but I also need to get a aluminum pan. Yeah, one of those half pans, and then aluminum foil to cover, unless we have a cover. Yeah, I know. I have one of those competition blends, the hardwood blends of pellets. I use in my electric smoker. Oh, well, I'm not going to ask. I am not going to ask. I can only imagine, and imagine is enough that I certainly don't need to ask. It seems like it's getting warmer out here. And yes, I'm showing a lot of the text chats on the screen, mostly because I don't know what channel everybody is on and in the chat on. So I just show them so everybody can see it. And howdy, no fear. Good to see you. Running good? Good. Yeah, I say you should come over here and look on the camera so everybody can see what you look like after you've been working on your car. You can see yourself. You got it bolted up? Oh, okay, good. Oh, their camera's up there. These are just my oldest son, Tommy, right there. You can step out there by the grill. He looks nice and clean. He's been working on his car. Finishing up working on his car. No, in water. Soak it, yeah. But I'll do that. I mean, I'm just going to get a bucket. So, yeah, it's just water. Nah. For now. So yeah, he's been working on his car. His car has been down for a while. It had a camshaft lifter issue, and so I had to get another camshaft and take it apart. Well, it started out the transmission died. It was having a little issue with the camshaft before, but yeah, he does. He's my clone, kind of. He's bigger than I am though. He's got an '83 Cutlass Supreme that I put a small block 350 in. Oh, that was his first car. I built him for that car for when he was 16. And so the transmission died, so I decided I was going to rebuild it. He wants to put an LS motor in it. That's down the road. I've got the LS 5.3 to put in it. He's been buying the parts to fit it in the car, but meanwhile, he needs to get this car back and his car back running before he can tackle that project. So I rebuilt the transmission, got the transmission in. We took it out to test drive it, and I noticed the lifters making noise. It was misfiring. So I pulled everything apart to look at it, and sure enough, it chewed up the camshaft, chewed up a lifter. Because the camshaft, that's my fault partially, because the camshaft I put in there was too big, too high a lift. I wasn't thinking when I ordered it for him, and didn't think about the fact that motor has came out of my Suburban and it has pressed in studs in the head, so it was pushing those studs out. It's too high a lift. So that was its fault, my fault. So he just got it put in there and he'd been working on it, but I had to finish it, help him finish it. And he was just finishing up some exhaust. Yeah, it was a 280, 290 something lift. I'm sorry, 400 and, oh no, it was a 510, 490 and 510 lift on stock heads, pressed in stud Chevrolet heads. It's too much. Duration wise was pretty good too. It was like 292. It ran good until it started pushing the studs out of the head. But so now it's it is I don't know what cam I put in. It's smaller, like a 260 duration something. Runs good. It's still got a healthy idle. But it's a lot smoother than it was. And now it's just got down at the 400 something lift and it won't push the studs out now. I was going to go put in remove all the pressed in studs and tap them, put in screw in studs, but this is his car and it's out of warranty. It's out of my warranty. Now, I already did the camshaft and that was more than I wanted to do, but now it's back. He'll be able to drive it. Got to get a couple days, I think. I hope he doesn't plan on driving it to work tomorrow, but he probably will. Needs to probably get another day or two of driving it around, make sure it's going to be reliable. But he's got a rescue, so he just goes and takes the chances. I would have too, but but I also can fix it on my own. He can't. Let's take another look. Let me start that camera back up. We'll take another look at the grill. I'm probably going to pan these up and I'm going to get some vegetable stock and a little bit of soy sauce. Put them in a pan. Start braising. I take that back. I'm actually going to start some more charcoal. They're looking good. I'm actually turning the heat up a little bit on them. Got just about enough smoke in them. Oh, silly buddy. A little bit longer. '72 Nova with a 307. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I worked on cars and done motors for my whole life. Sometimes I wish I didn't. Yeah, they're starting to get some good color on them. I don't want to get them too overly smoky, because it can overpower for what I'm trying to go for, I guess. Oh, he's got silly putty. He is silly. Harvey, hey, calm down. You're shaking everything running on the thing. Yeah, I bored out. So he bore out a 307 and it basically makes it a 350. I think 307 was the same bore and stroke, or the same stroke as the 350. I don't recall the 307. Yeah, it is. This thing does burn very well. I really like this grill. I actually was intended on uh, regulating the inlet air, but the one hole I put in it seems to work fairly well. And yeah, same block as the 352. Yeah, that's what I thought. This small block. I had some of the 307s. Speaking of lifter issues, some of those 307s I think had lifter issues. I think the bore of the lifters was bored crooked. Was an issue they had at some point. But now he had an older, I had a 72 small block 350 that was in his car out of my brother's 72 Monte Carlo. But that motor had some issues. So I pulled the motor out of my 92 Suburban, and because that motor had 300 and some thousand miles on it and still didn't burn any oil, still had great compression. Timing chain was still like brand new. I put a new one on anyway, new oil pump, and changed the camshaft, put on the Edelbrock Performer RPM intake and headers, and threw it in his car, and it's been running great up until the camshaft issue, which, again, it was technically my fault, as I was busy and trying to do stuff quick, last minute. Yeah, I know. I know, status. It is hilarious. Yeah. More rain on the way. Oh boy. Yeah, Burning Man is oh boy. I don't know. But is it better than being 110 degrees and hot? I don't know. Hey, 710, oil upside down. Great to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming over. The guy Met you over there on Harold's Adventures. Thanks for stopping by. Just doing a little grilling, smoking, and then grilling. And currently, I'm actually going to warm the grill up a little bit more to get a little bit more cook on those country ribs, boneless pork country ribs. Then get them in the pan and braising. Then I'll get some corn on the cob thrown on there. I am doing great today. How about you? Hopefully you're doing well. You're having a great weekend. It's Labor Day weekend here has been great because I was off and got the whole weekend off, and the weather has been perfect. No rain, not overly hot, so it was really nice. You just finished grilling too. Yeah, I figured it'd be a good weekend to do a little grilling stream. Intended on doing it yesterday, but worked out better this way anyway. Because I just got my new A10 Mini Pro switcher, so it's kind of cooler, I guess. I don't know. Looks fancier. Do funny, fancy video things. I don't even know how to use all the features on it yet. I literally just literally just got it and plugged in and set up and hooked some cameras up and pushing buttons. And it's working. It's cool. It's different. And I'm getting work emails on the weekend. GMTA. Not sure what that means, actually. Oh, good morning to all. It takes my wife to come out here, but it's not good morning. It's afternoon. Jeez. Heck, I don't know. I'm not up on all the acronyms, even though I make up my own. Oh, well. Good morning to all. No, see, there it is. It's great minds think alike. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. See, great minds think alike. My wife was wrong. Oh, thought I turned the overhead lights on. Well, I mean, you can make acronyms for anything. I mean, I've made them up over the years, and some of them are cool. Then there's ones that we make up that aren't even real, like the Chevrolet, cheap, heap, every valve rattles or leaks every time. Everybody knows all the Ford ones. I can't say anything about Ford negative because we own a Mustang now, Mustang GT. So can't say make all the Ford ones. First on race day, effed over rebuilt Dodge, whatever you want to call it. Fix or repair daily. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the one. In this case, though, the Mustang's not. Mustang is pretty cool. I like it. Fast too. Yeah, I've made up a few different ones over the years. Some I can't repeat. um, well, Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Discro. That's true. The old Dodge brothers. Yep. Mm. See how we're going here. Quite a bit of heat on this end of the grill, so it actually doesn't take much. Oh yeah. Pretty much just what I'm looking for. Like that color. Nice coloring. Temperature wise, they're still warm. Show my sponsorship here. I'm hoping to get a sponsor from Royal Oak. 100% natural, some charcoal. If you're listening, Royal Oak, I'll stream more. There you go. Fiat. Yeah. Fiat. You just keep fixing it over and over and over, and it'll never be right. The only reason they got involved in that coming over here with the whole Chrysler deal is just to get those dumb little Fiats over here. Nobody wanted them over here, and they couldn't hardly get them, and now they're everywhere. For $200, engine blue, 2 days. Replace it with a 302 T4. Yep. Oh yeah, 76 Pinto. That would actually be a cool car. I mean, nowadays, that would, if you could have a 76 Pinto set up like that, you could probably sell it for quite a bit of money. I mean, the whole exploding gas tank thing was so overdone by the, news media. We know how that goes, aka fake news, but I'm not saying they were perfectly safe either, but yeah, that's what I thought. Those are the years they didn't make the Mustang, those Mustang 2s, They quoted the years they didn't make the Mustang. They're goofy cars, but that was also when they made. No, never mind. Let's say, isn't that? It was just after that when they went to the Fox body that they made the little SVO Cobra. A little turbo 4-cylinder. Just a couple more minutes. I'm gonna get the pan and put them in the pan. Put the ribs in the pan and start braising. And I'll pull the corn out and probably get it. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on the grill just yet. I need to get the heat coming up so get that braising action going faster in that pan. So one thing I like about braising is that you can braise at a much quicker, higher temperature and speed up the process, especially with pork, and get it to break down a lot faster. See, I do work on all of them. I actually find that, I grew up in the mix of fuel injection and electronics, and I actually don't have a problem with them. And honestly, they're sometimes easier because they do tell you the problems, except that the catch 22 is that all the extra sensors and stuff causes more problems. It is say it's nice to have go back to the old simple carburetor and a simple distributor, but um, you know, sometimes weird vacuum issues and weird leaks issues and stuff, timing issues, which I don't ever have any problem with those, but those kind of things can, if you don't know what you're doing, can be buggy and difficult to trace down. Whereas with the fuel injection, you can pretty much figure that out pretty quick. There's enough sensors, and if as long as you know they're working right, the values are good, you can tell what's going on just by hooking my laptop up and looking at all the data. Um, I don't know. I don't mind either one of them, and I actually, as far as a tuning standpoint, fuel injection is definitely easier to tune to make it run really well. It can compensate itself up to a point. Whereas carburetor, you got to know, I'd change out the jets like the carburetor. It's on my son's car. I put an Edelbrock. It's got an Edelbrock 600. I had a 750 on it until I realized that was too much for him to be driving when he was 16. So I put the 600 back on it. But I know how to, I've got the right jets and, jetted and needles and swapping out the springs for the vac, for the step up on the primary needles. But yeah, they do bury parts. I mean, they're packing so much into such a small area anymore. I mean, it's like that Mustang under the hood. Like, you don't really want to have to work on any of it. The diagnosing is easier, but the repair is more difficult, I guess, is part of the trade-off. Although I have to say though, the LS motors, the Chevrolet LS style motors, they're actually very easy to work on. I'm actually quite impressed by how simple they are to work on. And because of the trucks and vehicles they're typically in, there's plenty of room to work on them as well. And there's plenty of information out there, so you don't have to know everything to figure it out and get it set up and running. And there is no EGR on an LS motor. No EGR on an LS motor. There is also no need for a fuel return line on an LS motor. Why they still have charcoal canisters and whatever that nonsense is ridiculous, because it doesn't need it. But they get away with no EGR on them. They are not necessary on an LS motor. If you didn't know that. And they run for a long stinking time. I mean, my mom's Tahoe had 300 and 400 some thousand miles. And that motor runs great. I pulled it apart. It actually spun a cam bearing at 370, 400 something thousand miles. And when I pulled it apart, spun the camshaft bearing, but the main bearings and the cylinders were like brand new. The main bearings looked like I had just put them in. The crankshaft looked like I had just put them in. Oh, now I don't like the whole depth thing on diesels at all. My diesel does not have one. Neither mine do. My Duramax does not, but it's a 2007. It does not have the DEF, but the DEF is ridiculous. It's to filter out the stuff. So you're washing the crap out of the particulate filter. It's still coming out the tailpipe in the end. I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. But my big International, it doesn't have it does not have DEF on it either. It's a 2012, so last year of that. But the DEF, I hate that. It's ridiculous. Extra money and spent and extra complication for something that is pointless. Supposedly traps the carbon, but I'm pumping out enough carbon onto my grill to make up for it. All right. One moment. I'm gonna go grab some vegetable broth. I'm gonna go ahead and put those pork in the pan. All right. Yeah, it is just a money grab. And the worst part is that the companies that build the diesels are the ones that lobbied for that nonsense to be on the vehicles to begin with. Vegetable broth. I only use the vegetable broth because I find it actually has more flavor than in the other broths. You could just use water, but why not use something with a little extra flavor in it? Add a little bit of 2 soy sauces. A little bit of the sweet soy sauce. And we'll put the lid on. Put that right over the coals. Get plenty of heat. Get that braising going. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that is what happened, and that's the whole point of all of it. And then not only the fluid, but the parts. They don't hold up. You got a corrosive, essentially a corrosive fluid that you're handling, and it fouls up parts. Yes, it will be yum at some point. Hopefully sooner than later. May have to get the fire going a little bit hotter because I want it to cook. I want it to braise. I want that water, not boiling, I guess, simmering. Is at least my goal. Since it's 7 p.m. here. Often eat late anyway. Shouldn't, but whatever. There's the link again. If anybody wants to come up, I've got plenty of spaces. But if not, that's fine. Sitting here talking is just fine with me too. Well, I'm getting low on tea. Yeah, it should. That's generally what I like to do with the pork. When I'm trying to do something like this, it does do it pretty quick. And that's what I like on the pork. What? Oh, I am. Well, thank you. My assistant is going to bring me some more tea, and she just gave me the middle finger. My assistant. All right, quiet, dog. My lights are poorly aimed. Yeah, I like to do in the braising. Then you still maintain the flavor and the meat that you did, and that works pretty well. But I don't like it for doing things with as much with bones in it. I don't know why. It's like the straight up meat. Thank you, assistant, beautiful assistant. Huh? Oh, she's not gonna watch me anymore now. Quiet, dogs. Yes, I exactly. That's what I prefer because the fat actually does the same. Almost braises it in the fat, sort of, so to speak, I guess. Where this particular meat, I guess this is probably why this boneless meat and this one, it's got quite a bit of fat in it, so it actually renders some of that fat out of it. Pop the lid open a little bit, get a little faster. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Now, granted, though, there is a piece of meat though doing man, I just lost my thought. Brisket, that works well for a brisket as well too. But brisket being such a tough piece of meat to begin with, and technically it's really lean inside the meat. It's just got fat on the outside. That works well too. After it's been smoked, wrap it and then finish it with the same deal. I think it also though the fat helps lubricate the bones. So to speak. Oh, I was gonna plug lights in. Shed a little light on the subject. Well, what else to talk about? Gone through soy sauces, grilling, charcoal, wood. Tongs. These ones, El Cheapo ones, I really like these ones though. They work well. They're simple and they hold up. Yeah, I know. I did one not too long ago, but I'm always in the mood to do a brisket. We're gonna have to. Walmart occasionally has them on sale here, and I get a really good price. But I'd like to do a brisket again. not gonna be. Maybe next weekend. Maybe next weekend I'll see if I might do a brisket. Problem with the brisket is it's not really good for doing live stream. Long live stream. But I could time it to where the end of it comes out, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. Or do some recorded and do some pre-roll videos and then show the finish, live stream the finish, I guess. I don't know. Proof that I actually cooked it myself and didn't go buy it. Cheeseburger patty. Yesterday, first time, and it was a cheeseburger fatty. I don't know what a cheeseburger fatty, if that's what you're actually saying is. Cheeseburger fatty. I'll let it charge. Yeah, the old GoPro is getting a little warm. I kind of forgot. I actually had that chimney with some charcoal in it just for this particular reason, and I forgot about it. To get the coals going, move everything over, dump some more charcoal in there. It'll be going in no time. Make a bacon weave, then spread burger over it, season, add cheese in the middle, roll it, and smoke until about 160. Wow, that is cool. Yes, that sounds pretty stinking cool. I could go for that. I just did a bacon weave recently where I wrapped it around a pork tenderloin. Then I did another one another way, and the other way turned out better. Not because the pork didn't. It just that one, something I did wrong on that one. I don't know what I did all those years without one of those charcoal chimneys. I always, now that I have one, I use it all the stinking time. Sauce, yeah, that sounds good too. Heck yeah. It does sound good. Yeah, I use that chimney. I just got. My other one actually almost worn my other one out. But this one here, I love it. I use this charcoal chimney all the time. Actually, when I was out in Kansas and it was below zero, I of course had to still grill because I had to cook. And I actually, and since it was just for me anyway, only one person, I grilled a steak on my charcoal chimney. It was so cold out. I tried to start a fire the one day and grill, but just being a couple inches up over the fire was too cold. I couldn't hardly grill the steak because it was so cold. And so I used the charcoal chimney, got it going, and I put my little grate right on top of the chimney and grilled the steak just for that. Grilled it just on top of the charcoal chimney. Yeah, see, I do buy this one only because I bought this one with the shield because it gets a little hot. The handle can get quite warm. But you can just use tongs, metal coffee can will work fine. This one wasn't very much money. I actually got this one on clearance at Walmart for like $8. So, yeah, it might have $10. I don't know. It's been a little while since I bought it. My old one I've had for years. I don't know where or when or how I got it, but it still functions. But they work so good for getting the charcoal going fast. It's like, yeah, it is like a rocket stove. That's exactly how I was using it, basically. That was the only way I could even grill outside. It was so cold. And the steak turned out well. Believe it or not, though, it still took a little while to cook it. And it wasn't it's not as affected by the wind either. That's the nice part. Actually, the wind just makes it burn hotter. Yeah, it does. There was plenty of that out there in Kansas, that's for sure. Plenty of wind. And where I was at, the campground really had not much of any trees around it either. It was clear. It was fairly flat. A little hilly out there, but wasn't quite as flat. I was out in West Texas, Odessa area for a while, working about 12 years ago. And I determined out there that it was so flat you could watch a dog run away for 3 days. That was flat. The Permian Basin. Yeah, that charcoal's going quick already. I think once I dump the coals down, a couple minutes afterwards, I'll probably bring the corn out, get it going. Yeah, it was a nasty cold wind. It was rough. I pulled out there. Oh, we had frozen here too. It was cold, but the weather looked clear out where I was going, so I didn't think to check the weather between here and there for some reason. And conveniently, the travel trailer furnace decided that it was not going to turn on, partly because it was frozen here, I guess, to begin with, but um, furnace wouldn't turn on. So I pulled it out there with, and because I'd been using an electric heater inside the trailer to just keep it above freezing while I was parked at home. So I took off out there. There's no power for the electric heater, and the furnace wouldn't turn on. So I just kept on going. I got out there, and on my way out there, driving through the Ozarks, um, it was a snowstorm. And then when I got there, the wind chill was like minus 15 degrees. Everything was frozen. I was frozen trying to get in the trailer. The bed, memory foam toppers. I was so beat and worn out, tired. I flopped down on that thing. I felt like I landed on a solid piece of plywood. Actually, for a moment, thought maybe the topper was not on there. Like my wife had taken it off, and I landed down on the plywood. Friggin' knocked me out. About got a concussion, and it was just so cold that memory foam was solid as a rock. Everything was freezing. So then I was able to plug in and get the electric heater going, but um, I managed to get the furnace going too, which was good because it was freezing cold. And I had no water because everything had frozen up too. That was handy. And I thought I was smart. And I had 2 gallons of water in there to use for the toilet. Yeah, that was frozen solid too. Everything was frozen. Couldn't even use the toilet. The toilet was frozen shut. Oh, you gonna come out here and discuss things? She's got a dollhouse, and my wife is making shingles. What is this? A miniature. Oh, we got a miniature barbecue grill. Miniature barbecue grill for her. Oh, jeez. And a miniature fire pit. Look at that. Oh, look. I'm gonna put some coals in this real quick. I've got some real coals. We're gonna burn this thing in right now. Oh, and she's got shingles. I mean, not the shingles that way. We've got shingles for the. Oh, you can't hardly see them. Shingles for the dollhouse. Oh, they're even grit. They're like grip tape. Grip tape from the skateboard. Yeah, just grip tape. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, let's open up the Weber grill. We're gonna put some charcoal in it and light this thing too. I'm gonna bust a little piece of pork out and grill on it. Well, we can make some real hamburgers right now. We're gonna grill on this Weber grill. Let's see here. Get it out of the package. Oh, look at that.
I think look at the scale of it though. Don't you think it looks too small compared to the fire pit?
No, I don't know. Fire pits. It's a little grill. It even has a grate in it. Yeah, it's not good for cooking, but put some lump charcoal in there, and I'll just cook right on top of that thing real quick. I'll get the GoPro. I'm gonna make a miniature grilling video coming up. Grunt's my wife makes dioramas and miniature scenes. Where did you get the grill and fire pit?
I got the grill at Michael's today, and I got the fire pit from Hobby Lobby.
Michael's.
Much better selection.
Yeah, so Michael's had the grill and Hobby Lobby had the fire pit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna break in that grill. Well, how old is that dollhouse? She bought a dollhouse, got a dollhouse in Michigan, and it was at a thrift store, and it's big, neat, it's a heavy duty. She's redoing the house as if we're not. Never mind. We got work to do on our own house, but we're gonna do a dollhouse instead. No, I'm just kidding. You're welcome. Yeah, I could get some miniature filet mignons and grill them on this little grill. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just put some coals on top of there. We can cook the filet mignon right on the coals. So I'll put the coals right on top of there, and then we'll grill. I'll zoom the GoPro right down onto it, and we'll do miniature. I've got my big long tongs. Oh, geez. Now she. All right, let me start up the other camera. Do the grill.
Oh, this is nice. I just it was sitting there, and I thought step back on there.
All right. That. We'll get the raising started. And I'll need to get dog treats. Those dog treats would look amazing on there and be able to the right size. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll have to do a tour of the dollhouse when she gets it done. If she ever gets it done. I've got a car. I've got some model cars I did. I've done model cars for years, but I've got some that I did back when my dad was, before he passed away. We were down there. I needed something to do, and so I got some models at Hobby Lobby for cheap and some cool ones. So I did those, and I could park one of those in front. Picked up the Grand National. I ended up picking up the Olds 442, the 80s, 87 442, and 87 Grand National, or GN. Is that GNX or just a Grand National? Did those and did a big internet. No, I did a Freightliner truck, semi truck, and did a few while I was out there. And you're right, they're never done. There's no project ever, or very few of my projects ever seem to get completely done. Always too many things. I got so little time to do some of it. As I'm sitting here on YouTube grilling, but I have to grill anyway and eat, cook. So, I could be finishing other projects. Yeah, this dollhouse is pretty neat, pretty big, it's pretty heavy duty. It's something that was fairly expensive, I imagine, just by the build quality of it. Oh, plus she got boxes full of all kinds of interior, all the pieces, the beds and nightstands and all kinds of stuff. Oh, here we go. Little dog treats. They do look kind of like steaks, though. Oh, she made them look like steaks. Actually, this is the wrong camera for that anyway. There we go. We've got little steaks on the grill. Some little shrimp on the bobby. And Harvey joined us again. Yeah, now see, I've done the RC cars, planes. I got into RC planes and drone. I've got the Phantom 3. I did that. And I've got RC planes. I did RC planes for quite a while back when my other sons were younger. But it's more, I've got a big RC truck. That's fun. I've got a camera on it and all that kind of stuff. Uncle made 2 beautiful dollhouses for his grandkids, 3 foot by 3 foot 3 inches. Made a full-size grandfather clock, pool table, all the furniture in his house. Wow. Queen Mary ship in a bottle, about 3 foot long. That's pretty neat. 3 foot long. That is pretty cool. Yeah, that's I don't know I can't remember where at in Michigan you're at, Grunt, but she was up in visiting family in Flint area. She was, you don't have to have it live, it just do live chat, quick live chat. Here, quick chat, and then all messages. But that's what channel are you on? I don't know. My wife's trying to join the chat. Both my channels. Oh. No, I mean, you're just looking, whatever. But it's, no, I'm on 2 channels, so you're on, who knows? Yep, that's on. But you're on, what channel are you on? Camper Chef? Oh, you go to Machineius. The complications. Oh, up near Houghton Lake. Oh, I know Houghton Lake. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I went up there one time. Went and played golf up there at Houghton Lake. And actually, our engineer. Speaking of, yeah, speaking of Amish, thanks a lot, CC Coder. Speaking of Amish, yeah, I went up there and played golf near Houghton Lake, and our engineer, our mechanical engineer back then, he lived up in Houghton Lake. In fact, he lives right down the street from it, or I think he was actually on Houghton Lake, but not. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been too long. Oh yeah, yeah. What is my other channel, EA? If you're, I'm pretty sure. I guess you're on Machineius. My other channel is my cooking channel, The Campered Chef, and I'll post a link. I should have this stuff prepared, but I didn't. I'm streaming on both. Only streaming on both because I got a lot of people who know me on the Machineius, and then I'm on them both. It depends on where they're chatting from. Yeah, there's my Campered Chef channel, and that's what, streaming on both at the same time. You're more out in the woods, yeah. There's lots of woods up there. That's the nice part of Michigan up there. And there's my other channel. If you're on my Machinist channel, if you're on my Campered Chef channel, then you don't need this link. I guess I should share my Machinist channel on the other one, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't make too much noise. Fans make too much noise. I don't know. I could, but yeah, it's a bit ridiculous out here. Oh, thank you, EA. Thank you very much. What fan? Oh, that. Oh, yeah, that would be fine. Yeah, that would be fine. Oh, geez. Let's see this tiny toaster. What is? I don't even want to. Oh, it's only $1.99. Thankfully, it was only $1.99. But we've got a tiny toaster with toast. Fortunately, it was only $1.99. $1.99 adds up, though. Really only $1.75. She couldn't afford not to buy it. That's how that works.
I would rather you open it over by the gun.
No, it's 8:39 Eastern time. I need to bring the corn out. I don't know. All right. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. That does sound pretty cool. Hey, Arnie, good to see you. Happy Monday to you as well. What was it at? Ooh. Oops. So that sounds pretty cool. They're having the international fireworks competition is next weekend on the 9th in Traverse City. 4 teams competing. Yeah, I know. It sounds pretty cool. That would have been cool to go up there and but they're still out up there. Oh, that's better.
Well, I'm just speaking too loud.
Oh, no, I can't hear it.
But you can feel it enough.
Yeah. Got a fan. It's my only fan. Let's look at the Braves. Yes. I hear it boiling. Maybe a little boiling too much. And we'll throw some corn on there. My lights are in the wrong spot. Yep, it is. Time for the corn. No, I've been telling corny jokes all night long already, so. Swap over. Got to keep that royal oak in the, oh, I should turn that for prop placement. Just in case I get a sponsorship. Not likely. I actually prefer B&B brand, actually. Oh, well, thanks, Grunt. Thank you for coming by and being in the chat and hanging out. That's just cool. Just hanging out. That's all I'm doing today anyways, Labor Day, and I'm not late. Well, I was doing labor earlier, but now I'm not. Not actually working. I'm at home. Hey, Godless. Great to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Doing a little grilling. Boneless pork country ribs, some smoke. Now they're braising. I'm going to throw some corn on in a few minutes as soon as my assistant brings my corn out here. Hope she doesn't plan on getting paid. So I'm going to do a live grill stream right now. I'm going to swip over to the grill. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that live grill stream. Going well. Thanks. 40 plus quarts of tomato sauce earlier. Oh, man. I bet. Yeah, that little grill looks great. I wouldn't want to eat what's on that little grill. Dog treats. But we will be eating what's on the real grill. Need to open it up and open up that pan in a few minutes and rotate. Yeah, a little seasoning. Ugh. 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 I wouldn't want to find out. I'm sure the dogs think they're great. Dogs like my food too, so I don't know. They think my food's not as good and the dog's food is better, or they still eat that junk. Oh, good. My assistant has shown up with my corn. It's time to put the corn on. Probably should move my light. I don't know. The lights work good for that view. Yeah, I think these dogs kind of know the same, although our cat apparently does too. Cat now has become accustomed to trying to eat, get up on the table when it's time to eat. But these dogs don't really know that yet. They only know when I go inside with the food, really. They always run out when I'm grilling, but they just want to come in and out regardless. So I don't know if that has anything to do with grilling per se. What lights? I turned them on earlier. Regardless, if you're still there, how was your weekend? How's your weekend going up there in Manitoba? Oh, here. I don't care if you want to come on. I will share it if anybody wants to come up. More than welcome. Great down here. It's a little warm today. Yesterday was much nicer, much milder. But no rain at all. So it's been a really nice weekend. Which is rare. Normally when I'm home, it's the worst weekends. But this weekend has been like right now. It is what time temperature is it? It is currently 31 degrees Celsius, 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's nice out here. Really nice weekend. I couldn't have asked for it to be better. I can ask for it to be nice when I'm home to do work on stuff, and it won't be. But oh yeah, I know. Bet the weather is nice. Well, thanks, Status. Thank you for coming by, stopping in and hanging out. Yeah, go grill and have a good time. Finish up your weekend out there on the left coast. Yeah, it's kind of it was a little cooler yesterday, and then at nighttime it cooled down. Last night was really nice out. Tonight I'm not sure what it's going to get down to here. I could look, but oh yeah, it's going to be in the 70 low to mid 70s here tonight as well, and tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's going to be a nice nice tomorrow morning. I'm not going to leave here to go back to work until tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. I'll drive back out to Arkansas for a day or two to finish up hopefully finish that job up. I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks now. This time it's real, I think. I hope. Think it's real this time. I'll actually be done. And then I'll be off to somewhere else. Oh, wait. I'm actually going on vacation next week. After this week. Next week. Yeah, next week. I'll be on vacation, which is rare, but I'll be on vacation. And then after that, I've got work up in New York, East Tennessee, more work back out in Arkansas. I'm booked pretty much till the end of the year. Some point I'll be back out in California sometime, but not this year. I think it'll be probably the first of next year. I think I may be back out in California, San Diego, El Cajon, whatever. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes hard to schedule vacation time and such, especially coming toward the end of the year. I mean, we're at, we're going to be off for the week of, I'm going to be off for the week of Thanksgiving, and I'll be off we're off, everybody company wide's off from right before Christmas till the first of the year. So there's 2 weeks minus the few weeks left of the year. Plus, I'm taking a week for vacation and got a lot of work to cram into by the end of the year, because that's when we get busy, of course, is the end of the year. Oh, yeah. El Cajon, Oceanside. Yeah, I think that's where Status Quo is at, is in Oceanside area, I believe. Yeah, we spent my wife and the boys, we were all out in I was working in El Cajon, but we stayed in San Diego. We spent a couple months in San Diego area while I was working there. It's pretty cool. We had a great time there. The last time we were there, we left and we drove back across. We stopped in. We didn't stop in and see the Grand Canyon. Everybody wanted to, but we didn't. Yeah, and I know Pendleton, where that's at. But we did stop at the Hoover Dam, and then we got home, and then my wife and my youngest son, Harvey, we ended up taking off my truck going up to Long Island, New York. So within a week, we drove all it. My youngest son got to swim in the Pacific. We drove all the way across the country, and then he got to swim in the Atlantic off of New York, all within about a week. Now, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I drove up by Pendleton because I was also doing some work up in Brea or Anaheim. And so I drove up by there quite a bit, back and forth. All right, let's check on the grill. Shed a little light on that. It's going well. Oh yeah, they're already getting soft. Smells great too. Smells really good, actually. For 20 years there. Wow. Yeah, and like Status Quo says, appreciate your service. Absolutely. Thanks, Gum Dog. Thanks, Gum Dog. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and my part's been keeping all the machines running to make all the parts. So I do a lot of military work. Sometimes I don't know, do a lot of different military, a lot of aircraft, aerospace work. In fact, that's what El Cajon, I was out there working at GKN Aerospace, trying to keep machines running there. I say try. We did. Actually, we took over all the maintenance there, complete maintenance, everything at GKN there. But yeah, everybody's got to do their part. I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people. Some people are a burden no matter what. Dogs must have seen their own shadow. Who knows? Oh, geez. I've been walking around with a mouse in my pocket. Oh, geez. Wondering what was going on there. Thinking mouse in my pocket. What the heck? Hey, that makes things easier. That's nice. Got more grills out here now. I got a fire pit on my table and a miniature grill. I do want to make a video of actually grilling on that little micro grill, but my wife probably won't let me do it. I'll have to buy another one. It looks more realistic if the thing's got burned. It's been burnt in. It'll just look that much more realistic. Leave some little logs and some ashes in that little fire pit. Well, more grills are always better. I agree. I do have another big grill. I've got a huge grill I built. It's on a trailer that I don't really use. It's on the back. It's one of those big 250-gallon oval type oil drums. I turned into a big grill laid down on its side. Yeah, that's a good idea. Then it will definitely look. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna cook I'm just gonna cook on that dumb thing. Yeah, that's true. It would. I would actually make it look realistic. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's my wife's project. She wants to do it and play around with it. It's all cool. I can't say anything because I've got more projects and toys than I've got a lot of projects and toys. Between the models, the RC cars, I don't really do many of the model stuff. That was just because I was bored. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Giant bison burger. Heck yeah. Why not? That does. That sounds really good. I actually prefer more beef, but this weekend I already had these country ribs and we already had them, so that's what I'm doing. I wanted to do one of my favorites, which is always a tomahawk steak, but I did that last week, and I don't think I could find one this weekend if I wanted to, because I did not plan ahead, or at least not very far in advance. I did switch over, show my whole setup here, why this is a bit much. I'm sitting out here on our deck. Yeah. It's a bit much to have just sitting out here on the deck to do some live streaming. You were told you are making onion smash burgers tomorrow. Well, why not? Those sound good. Yeah, a curved monitor. It's meant for well, I've been bringing it with me. I bought it a little while back, but now that's just the display. I tried getting a smaller one, my older monitors to work with for the display for this ATEM video switcher, but they don't want to work on. They don't want to support the resolution, so I just grabbed this thing out of my truck and stuck it out here. It's a bit much. Looks cool though. Wife and kids are making demands now. Yeah. I don't ever have too much of that problem because I'm always cooking anyway, and nobody seems to complain about what I cook. And then when I ask for them for ideas, nobody really wants to offer up many ideas anyway. So they get what they get. But nobody complains. They don't. They all eat anything. Anything I cook, they pretty much will eat. Nothing. Just still talking. Just rearranging. Oh, I shouldn't. Cool. Yeah, they are getting pretty close. They're actually getting pretty close. Food always seems to taste good when someone else makes it. I don't know. I like cooking my own stuff, so. Yeah, my son says that all the time. It's always good when someone else makes it. Oh yeah, it is too. Grunt said, you never ate my ex-wife's cooking. She could burn water." No comment. I'm just kidding. My wife cooks decently well. But we have a story or two. But she does cook well. I mean, everybody has to mess up some fried chicken once in a while. The infamous fried chicken from hell. It was so bad that my 10-year-old remembers it, and he wasn't even there. He thinks he was there. He was so bad, he has a memory of it as well. But, she hasn't done that again. You have made fried chicken since then, haven't you? Yeah, she has, and it's not been bad. Yeah, it is cheaper to buy it at Publix, but, Yeah, we do some cooking together too, a little bit. I mean, very often. I do pretty much everything. I mean, if I'm home, I'm cooking generally, and I'm not fun. She says I'm not fun to cook with. My brother likes to cook with me, but we both work the same way. And I can be difficult to cook with because many reasons.
I don't know the things your brother knows.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, my brother and I cook well together. My youngest brother, my next younger brother, he's not exactly a big cook, but he can cook some stuff. He's learning. But my brother and I, my youngest brother and I, we both grill. He grills, and he's really good. He's really chef. Yeah, he's just really good cook, chef, everything. He does it for a living. Not quite the grilling, but other food, yes. Yeah, he is outstanding. Of course, that's why he works at high-end restaurants, and I work at home, cook at home anymore. I don't want to work in a restaurant. That's another new channel to make. Yeah, that is true. That we both work really well together. A new channel called Leftover Chef. There we go. I'm gonna start another channel. It's gonna be called Leftover Chef. I'm just kidding. Two. I knew what you meant. Yeah, we do work well together as far as grilling and in cooking in general. But we both enjoy it. He still enjoys it, and even though he does it for work, I enjoy it. And I don't do it for work. No, I'm good. Food. Oh, sure. That one goes in the trailer. These go in the house. Oh, and that goes in the house. Refrigerator. Yep. Basically. Get your shingles. Yeah, that's the way I think too. I don't I have done it professionally. My mom's had her catering business. I've done it for years, and it's fun once in a while, but to have to do it every day, rough. My brother though, he enjoys it enough that he likes that too, and he works well under pressure as well. We both do, and there is still an amount of fun to doing that, but he does it all the time for work. And I mean, he doesn't do work full time doing that. I guess now he's doing some other stuff, but he does work at a couple high end restaurants in Nashville, and he is a phenomenal cook. I mean, he works with wood fired grills and stuff in there, and wood fired ovens, and he loves it. Yeah, no kidding. I know. Walking around in swamp water, swamp foot. I think I want to move this. Oh, my camera shut off again. That's the corn shuffle. Yeah, and that's always a good thing. Nobody complains when I'm at the grill either. Of course, nobody complains when I cook dinner because it means they didn't have to cook it. But generally, I do decently well. I've messed up a few things though, and I'm sure I will mess up more things in the future. But I like to experiment. Sometimes a screw up to make the one thing you were thinking is not necessarily wrong. Something different. Sometimes it doesn't taste so great though. Yeah, I definitely love doing that. That's what I like. Um, see, I have I'll leave that up there. I have a commercial 6 burner gas range for cooking in the kitchen, and uh, and then with the grills, and I can cook for a lot of people. Stinking bugs, dumb bugs going after the lights. 5x5. Yeah, I'd like to have a big flat top, huh? Yep, your little cowboy hat. Like your head's too big. He's a goofball. Yeah, I've been wanting to get one of those griddles, but I actually was wanting to get. I've got the steel in the garage. It's a 1.5 inch thick plate. I think it's 10 or 12 inches wide by I don't remember how long. But I want to machine machine the top of it flat and the bottom of it clean and smooth, and then machine a oil groove around it, and then I'm gonna sit it on my gas range. I need to modify it so it will fit where one of my 3 cast iron grates on my range goes. So then it'll be a 2 commercial size range burner, make a nice flat top. The Blackstone pizza oven with revolving stone. That sounds pretty cool. That does actually sound pretty cool. Yeah, those things are pretty neat. Blackstone's good. The griddles are pretty cool. I'd get one, except that I already got too much stuff, and I don't griddle outside enough to matter. I might more if I had one, I guess. Can't do it if you don't have one. I don't know. Let me rotate this corn. Shuffle this corn around a little bit. $900 on propane. Wow. That's the key to the good pizzas, the really high heat. Quiet. Yeah, Daphne, I do. I like to do it. This is fun, though. Yeah, I'm multitasking, grilling, live streaming. Live streaming part wasn't necessary, but my wife certainly doesn't think it was necessary, but whatever. Fun. since all my friends seem to be all over the stinking country anyway. What in the heck are those bugs? They're like some kind of a big looking yellow jackety, not yellow jacket, but big. I don't know what they are. I don't think my bug assault gun will kill them. Yeah, that's true. That can happen sometimes. And this is a little bit slower cooked than I could have done or would have done. I should have started earlier. We would have been eating already, but I had other things. And that's right. It is worth the wait. It's worth the work, and it's worth the wait. At least that's what I tell everybody. Goofy looking bugs. I don't know what the heck. They're going after the lights too. And it's all of a sudden they just showed up. My little bug assault gun, I don't think will take them down, and I don't want to find out if they sting. I don't think I would eat them as appetizers. Somebody might. Man, there's a bunch of them. I've never seen these before. They're all over coming after the lights. They're kind of crazy looking. Actually, I think I have seen them before. I don't know. Who knows? I've never seen them like this out here before. I've seen a few of them lone before, but not like this. Probably some invasive species now that came in from Wuhan, or I mean somewhere else. Probably deadly poisonous. Yeah, you could be right on that. That actually makes sense. I don't know where. I mean, we're a little far from Canada, but who knows? I don't know. They like lights too, whatever they are. They're not moths. They look like a big bee, like not a bumblebee, but like an enlarged yellow jacket, maybe. I don't know. They kind of look like they would bite. They sting, in all honesty, but they don't seem to be aggressive though. Who knows? I don't know. I have no idea. Black wasps. Yeah, I don't know. We've got some paper wasps here, and I don't know why in the hell they call them paper. Oh, I know, because their thing they make is like old paper. But I'll tell you what, those things stings really hurt. I thought I got stung. I was one by our trailer and the tarp, and I went to pull the tarp down, and I went to grab the tarp, and I swear I felt like I stuck my hand over a nail and jammed a nail in my hand. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. It's yeah. Not much more needs to be said than that. Yeah, I don't know what those things are. I have some 38 special loads that I made a few years ago using rice. Yeah, I've been stung a few times, unfortunately, because I'm always in the places I shouldn't be, I guess. But I made some 38 special loads to shoot out of the revolver with rice. Tell you what, those things, they're better than the bug assault. This is well before the bug assault things were out, but those things will take down anything that's flying, especially in a situation like this. They don't seem to hurt hitting any, the door. Well, I can't say that for a fact. I think I did put a hole in the siding, but They would definitely be fun to take these things out with. Because that rice comes out there at a pretty good rate. I actually had some that I loaded with that were just the primer only, but then I actually made some that had just a tiny bit of a couple grains. I mean, literally just a couple single granules of bullseye. And man, they were really good. So I actually packed them in a cap with wax, and man, those things were awesome. Hey, Canada, you need to know. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for coming by. I'm running a bit later here than I anticipated initially. Yeah, those things were good. I liked those. Sure, no problem, bud. Yeah, they would definitely take out a wasp, hornet, bumblebee, these things, whatever they are. And they didn't really do much damage to anything, was the nice part. The rice lost its power so quick that, they were only good for a couple feet. Man, they were potent. I shot into a 4x4 and like from about 2 feet away, and then embedded all that rice in that 4x4. And out of the 38, the pattern is just horrendous. I mean, it just spreads out like crazy. But I've also got some of those little 22 shot shells. Those things work good too, but they're actual lead and they actually do damage. The things you don't want, collateral damage. There's even more and more of these bugs coming out here, and I have no clue what in the hell. You just saw one fly in front of this camera. What the heck? I might to take care of these things. I mean, they haven't done anything to me. If I find out what they are, maybe they're good. Maybe they're good to have around. I think one of them at one point, I saw something that looked like these a while back, and I think they were called wasp hunters or wasp killers or wasp something and others. Wasp stalkers. I don't know what they were. Something like that. And they were actually good to have around, but I don't recall them like this. Like I had a couple of them. Now I've got a bunch of these things. And I don't even know what the hell they are. Of course, at the price of stinking rice right now, I'm not sure. Lead might be cheaper. Biden's rice is awful expensive. Salt, I don't know. I haven't really priced it lately, but I mean, I could try shooting one with my bug assault thingy. I got a fake bug assault gun though. I got a fake bug assault from Walmart, and it's not as potent as the real bug assault from my opinion, from what I think I've seen online. But I got it from Walmart, and it was only a few bucks. I'm gonna try it. I'll shoot one of them, see what happens. The bug hunter. This thing's too wimpy to do anything. Doesn't seem to be making him mad, though. He don't seem to really care. He's got salt in his eyes, that's all. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, it's true. On the rice, yeah. It's all for a reason. Time to rotate the corn again. Oh, darn it. I didn't notice that the camera stopped. Oh, well. Well, it could be. I've got more firepower than a salt gun. A salt gun. A salt shotgun. Yeah, they are. They're big. I almost could catch one. I don't, but I just don't know. I don't want to get stung. They certainly didn't care about the being peppered with some salt. They didn't care about getting hit with some salt. I need to take that thing apart though, and I can beef it up. I can make it a lot more power. Well, I can make it make some more power. I don't know about a lot, but I'm pretty sure I can make it a little more potent. They don't seem aggressive yet, I know, but I don't know. That's what I was trying to see when I shot it. They didn't really seem to care. They seem to be more attracted to the light than anything else. I don't know. I'll do some looking up later. See if I can figure out what they are. Or maybe I look now. I think I remember what those things were called. Oh. Okay. Don't search Wasp Hunter. That's not the right term to search. All right. Never mind. Don't search that term. We'll check that out later. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take it apart and see what more I can do to it and modify it. And, Wasp Hunter is not the term to search. That's not what I'm looking for. I can't remember what they were called. When I looked up those things, they appear as of closer. They do look like those things, but I'm not sure. They were, don't know. Yeah, exactly. Definitely not one. Not what I expected. Let's just put it that way. All right, here we go. This may bring me up with some better. No, they're not yellow jacket. They're not yellow jackets or hornets. That I know. Well, thin waist. There's one thing called called the common wasp. Interesting. That's it. Cicada killer wasp. Oh, hey, LT. Great to see you, bud. Thanks. Yeah, cicada killer wasps. That sounds right. Let me see. Yes, that is them. That's the thing. Or at least sure looks like it. Cicada killers. And we do have a bunch of cicadas have been out, so that makes sense. Significant stingers, which they plunge into cicadas to inject venom that paralyzes them. Without a doubt, their stings are painful. However, they are not aggressive and do not have a nest guarding instinct of honeybees and hornets. You can walk through areas where they are active without attracting attention. Yeah, that actually sounds like them. That picture, though, that they show is not exactly what, but they're big, and it makes sense. Yeah, I think that's actually it. Oh, yuck. Yeah, or I don't have any other wasps, but this, oh, thanks. Cute. Yeah, they're my wife's little dogs. She likes them. Yeah, these are cicada. That's cicada killer wasps. That is exactly what they are. They don't look very friendly. Open a new tab. That's it right there. That is basically what they look like. They're big. Yeah, they certainly don't look like they're fun to mess with, but I guess they don't do anything to you, so. Oh, all right. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, they do sound cool. I mean, cicada killers. Guess something's got to kill them. Gotta get my food's got to be getting close to done. Yeah, I that's the only downside of this StreamYard. I can see both chats, but I can't tell where you're coming from. In my text, I can choose my chat to go to one or of the other channels or both, but I don't know which channel you guys are on. Yes, I do remember the murder hornets. Yeah, I never actually saw or any of them, but I do remember the epidemic of murder hornets. All right, hold on one second. I'm gonna go grab one of my fake beers. Yeah, exactly. I agree, status. Corn smells good. Corn smells really good. I can hear it. I can smell it out of the shed. One of my fake beers. What are these things? Non-alcoholic Coronas. They taste like Corona. They smell like Corona. Must be a Corona. Yeah, that sounds good. I've always liked fire, but not the safest when it's near your house. Nothing like a nice fake Corona. Oh, geez. Thanks, EA. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Well, I'm not far from ending here because my food's just about ready, and it's 8:37 here, and everybody's hungry. I know we had some pizza earlier, but you know, who doesn't want to eat? Oh, never mind. I won't even finish that. Okay. Yeah. The pork is good. Food, I meant. Oh, I got you. Exactly. That's what I'm hoping for, Stays. You know, let them see that. I should just have a camera dedicated to it and just randomly switch over to that. You know, and all my 100 subscribers. You never know. Who knows? Problem is, I don't know. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna complain. If it's Royal Oak, I'll take it. I prefer B&B though. I prefer B&B. My favorite, but you know, it's what they had on sale at Walmart. I mean, I intentionally spent extra money for the high quality Royal Oak hardwood lump charcoal. And when I can't get it, I must sacrifice and get B&B. Do have to figure out this GoPro thing. I thought it would run off of the yeah. I thought it would run off of the USB being plugged into it for power, but it just doesn't seem to be the case because it's not hot now, and yet it still is cutting out. I don't know. I mean, I could have also charged the batteries before I started doing this. Might have been a good idea. But, you know, I didn't know this little switcher was going to show up when it did. So I was originally just going to do this with my one camera, my phone camera, and the laptop. But I thought it would be cool to have the GoPro with the grill cam. And that seemingly has been cool, I guess. Switching back and forth. And I was also going to stream on Kick, but I don't know. Oh. Really? That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I should try that too. That sounds pretty cool. Well, it actually is a USB-C. So theoretically, because it can fast charge or relatively quickly charge, So it should be able to, but I don't know if I take yeah, you know what? You may have just answered it. I'm actually using the wrong cord. I'm using a USB A to USB C. And I need to be using a C to C for that thing. And that's what I need to do. Well, thanks. I think it's cool to do the different transitions, different cameras instead of being boring with just one. Just looking at me. What? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. I'm trying to make it more entertaining. Just sitting here watching me or watching the grill. But yeah, I think the problem is my USB cable. I last minute chose I don't have a USB C to C that's that long. Well, it doesn't. The battery runs it. It seems like the batteries. It's not running off of the USB like I expected it to. Yeah, you're maybe true too. I don't know. I'll try it with a USB C to C, because I know there's guys who run. It's a GoPro. It's a Hero 7, and I have run it off of a USB before, but it was on. I was starting and stopping the camera, so I'm not really sure. I was under the impression it could run powered and stay running, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, I tried it, but those bugs, they're cicada killer wasps. They don't seem to do anything though. That thing doesn't do anything to them. It didn't even make them mad. Well, yeah, you're absolutely correct. There was a better charge because normally I would have the batteries fully charged, but this was last minute. And the battery was completely dead. Who? Oh, yeah, Disgruntled went over to the other one, so the status quo is over there. So everybody in my chat's overall on one of them. Yeah. So I know we switched over. He switched over because he was on one channel and everybody else is on the other. So now everybody's, I guess, is on one. Let's go to the other channel. Food is almost ready. I say that all the time. All right, status is still on the Machineius channel. Disgruntled Grunt is on. Yes, he's on Camper Chef. Yep. Yeah. Still here. Cool. I'll make it even more complicated next time. I'll mind Melon's matter. I'll make it even more complicated. I'll be on 2 YouTube channels and Kick and Twitch. Just because. I don't know. Well, it'd be the same thing. It's just exactly the same thing. I was restreaming Wolf last night, and I had like 3 people watching my stupid restream of a restreamer. It's pretty high tech. I don't know. It's all playing around. It's all fun. Fire up the grill cam.
On my way back to Camper Shop. And I see the current chat. Your royal oak placing is there.
Oh, and the camera won't even last that long. Darn it. Switch back.
You want some things?
I'm just checking to make sure.
You better light up there. Where's your
They're up there.
No, I meant your little one portable light.
A flashlight. We can't see them from there very well.
No, I was thinking your
Oh, my Milwaukee light?
Milwaukee light.
Yeah, I need to make a stand up here to put my little lights down in the room.
I need to go get
Check one. Yes.
Yes, I do.
Do what? No, corn, nothing's ready. Everything's ready. So I'm going to.
You want me to get something for
Oh, it's not that. I can wait. I'm just bringing it over. Look at that. Juices. Nice and soft.
There's still juice in it. John's not so lucky.
No. Ooh, it's hot. That's good. Check out the corn. It's hot. Steamy. Nice. Corn. It's too hot to take a bite of. All right. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And yeah, you got to see the whole process. So now we're going to go eat. She says, thank God. It's time to eat. Thank you guys. Thank everybody for coming over and watching my grilling live stream. And I'll have some more coming up. Hopefully more interesting. Well, I mean, just cook something that's more interesting to cook. Because those were kind of, I don't know. It was cool. Make eggs Benedict on the grill. I know, I'm just kidding. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Grunt. Thanks, Godless. Thanks, Status. Thanks for hanging out. And anybody else who's back there. EA, I think he is or isn't. He's heading out, but headed out. I don't know. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys again soon somewhere. Later. Ah.